All right, if you remember on this one, I asked you to do an addition equation, and you know that these are showing as 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3, and that equaled 3/3. So now you were asked to do it as a multiplication equation. So as a multiplication equation, you knew that it was 1/3 times 3. So 3 times 1 was 3, and then we didn't do anything with the denominator. And your last part for this one is you were to draw a number line and represent it on a number line. So there's 1, 2, 3. So that'd be plus 1/3, plus 1/3, and plus 1/3, and that equaled 3/3. So that was 3 ways for you to show it. So now let's take a look here. So we have, whoops, we went too far. Let's go back there. All right. So just looking at these, I want you to think of these as multiples. So we knew that 1 times 1 was 1. And then once we had the 1 times 1, that could be represented as 1 block. 2 times 1 equals 2, which would be 2 blocks. On and on to 5 times 1, which would represent 5 blocks. Much like that with our fractions, when we do 1/3, or we do 1 times 1 is 1, but it's still broken into 3 pieces. So why do you think our denominator stays the same throughout? Well, our denominator stays the same because it's broken into the same amount of pieces for the whole. That's why that stays the same throughout. Now this would work the same if we were to do it with 12s. Notice we have 1 times 1 is still 1, and we just carry our denominator over because it's still broken into 12 pieces. And you can see it goes on and on. It can be represented with 3 of those there for 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. We could go all the way up to 12 times. And we can represent those on the number line as well. So our 1 jumped to 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3. So the fifth multiple of any fraction is going to be 5. The second multiple of any fraction is going to be 2. So that's one thing to think as you're going through these fractions in this lesson. And it's now time to go on to your homework. Make sure you put your name on there, much like our superhero on there as well. And make sure you click submit. Good luck.